Yo, today y'all cooking with About That Life. What I'm gonna be making for you today is some seafood salad, some Ahi tuna, and we're gonna be doing some shrimp scampi as well. So I'm gonna start off today, right now, with the seafood salad. What I'm gonna be starting with is about a pound of shrimp. Next, I'm gonna have a pound of langostino. It's the same thing, it's kind of like a lobster tails. Just a little bit smaller, so you can pick those up at your neighborhood Walmart, whatever. Also, I'm going to start with about a pound of crab, as well as we're going to be using some Tony's Creole seasoning. We're going to be using some smoked paprika, a little bit of cayenne for that little bit of fire. You can leave it out if you want to. I just put it in because I kind of like that spice. Some olive oil, a little bit of sugar. Also, we're using some black pepper. You want to get a lemon, a whole lemon, and we're going to be using a little bit of mustard powder. Also, you can use your favorite hot sauce. I use Texas Pizza. I love the taste of it. Also, I got some mayonnaise. So I use Japanese mayonnaise. I like the flavor of it. It gives a little bit of to it. Also, you're going to want to put in a little bit of sweet relish and some Old Bay as well. Also, you want to have a large red onion. You can use yellow onion if you want to, but I just use red onion. That's just my preference. Okay, so first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off with the seafood salad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss this up with a little bit of Tony's, get this all mixed in, put a little bit in here. Then I'm gonna go to your smoked paprika. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in here, get this all mixed in, get it well incorporated. Now again, depending on your spice level, I want to add a little spice to my seafood salad. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of cayenne pepper in here. Ooh, if you ain't choking and sneezing, you ain't seasoning. So, all right, next what you want to do, you want to go ahead and add your shrimp to a hot skillet. Get this all mixed in. What we want to do is we want to cook the shrimp through. We don't want to cook it. We want to get it all nice and cooked up, nice and good. So I did is add a little olive oil to the pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this tossed up. This is a pound of shrimp. This has already been seasoned up. We're gonna go ahead and get that tossed up in the pan. You wanna probably go for about, I don't know, just until your shrimp is cooked all the way through pretty much. And then we'll come back to that. We're gonna add some more things to the pot as well. Okay, now that the shrimp are already almost cooked all the way through, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be adding in that langostino, that's your lobster tails. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those to the pot. Let them get heated up. All I'm doing is giving them a little bit of flavor, because all they're doing right now, they're basically already cooked. So I'm just giving it a little bit of flavor. Let that get all married in. Then I'm gonna let that go for a couple minutes. Then I'm gonna remove it from the heat. What I did also too, just to remind you, I chopped up my shrimp because you don't want big pieces of shrimp in your seafood salad. You want to make sure you can stretch it out, make sure everybody can get a piece. So I'm gonna give this a little bit of stir, let that go for a minute. Bring that back to a boil, then we'll come back to that. We're gonna set this to the side, and then we'll go ahead and, about 3 to 4 minutes maybe. Not even that long. I would say about 2 minutes. Let that go for a little bit. And then we'll come back to it, and then we'll go ahead and add that to the next process. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the next thing. What I also added is some bell peppers, red and green, and I also did some celery. So we're gonna put that in the mix as well. So we'll come back to that. All right, next, so what I'm gonna be doing after we did the shrimp, we did the lobster tails, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the mayonnaise to the bowl. I'm gonna put about a cup and a half in here. Depending on your preference. Again, what I'm using is some good old Japanese mayonnaise. So I'm gonna put this in here. Next, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna add the sweet relish in here. It's probably gonna be about 3/4 cup in here. So I'm gonna add this in, get that well incorporated. Next, I'm gonna come back with some Texas Pete's. So I'm gonna put probably about 6 dashes in here. Just a good amount of heat in there. Just get that all up in there, incorporated. A little bit more than 6. I like my stuff spicy. I like a little flavor. I'm gonna come back with just a little bit more mayonnaise, just because We don't want that to overpower too much. All right, I'm gonna give that a good little mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that mixed in there. And get that all married together. It all depends on your pleasure, like how much you want to use in there, how much sauce you want. I'm gonna probably put a little bit more mayonnaise in there, just because I wanted to make sure I cover up the noodles as well. What I did was boil up about a pound of noodles, because I'm making enough for a good amount of people as well. So I just want to make sure that you got enough well incorporated in that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that a good stir. Next, what I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of ground mustard. Just a little bit, just for flavor. Get that top coat off of there. Get that going ahead and going. Again, we're gonna just hit it with a little dash. We don't want a whole lot in there. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back with a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Put that in there. Give it a little mix in there. Then next, I'm gonna come with about a little bit of dash of sugar in that. Just get that added in there, well incorporated. Now, what I didn't probably tell about was probably the, I'm gonna go back and get a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna add a little bit of that in there too, just a little, boost a little bit of flavor in there. So you probably put a couple dashes in there, depending on, like I say, you wanna just go off your preference, how you feel about how much you're making for the party. Again, everything is pretty much based off of taste, so, you know, that's how you feel. We'll go ahead and add the red onions in there. Get that mixed in there. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and chop up. I'm gonna cut, give a little bit of lemon juice in that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get that a good little squeeze. Make sure we don't get none of those seeds in there. Get that well incorporated. So now I'm gonna come back to those vegetables that I did chop up earlier. I'm gonna get those mixed in as well. So I'm gonna get that tossed in there. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper to the mix. I'm gonna get that a little stir. Get that a little mixed in. You know, everything is based off your preference, how you feel, how thick you want the sauce. I want mine, I didn't add as much sauce just because I don't. Me and mayonnaise is just not the business. You know, I'm a Miracle Whip kind of guy. So, you know, but we do want it in there just for the texture, the flavor, and everything else. Now I'm gonna come back with the crab. That's that lump crab that we had. We'll put that in, give it a little mix on that. Get that mixed in there. That's that lump crab that we had sitting to the side for a little while. Next, what I'm gonna come back with, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in the noodles. So I'm gonna get those noodles well incorporated in there. You can do about a pound, maybe 3/4 pound. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just add about 3/4 just because I don't want that to overpower everything. So I'm gonna get that well incorporated. Get that a good little mix. Now, at this point, you can technically have this all by itself, but we still need to go ahead and add that shrimp and that lobster to the mix as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a little toss up, get it nice, well incorporated. When we add the shrimp and the lobster in there, it's also going to add that flavor that we added from the Coney seasoning. So it's going to give it a nice little, good little going for it. So now that that's kind of well incorporated, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that shrimp and I'm gonna grab that linguiça. We're gonna get that mixed in, put a little bit of those juices in there. Go ahead and sit that to the side. Now we're gonna get that a good little stir. Now this is getting well incorporated. So now that every bite that we get, we're gonna get a little bit of seafood in there as well. What we want to do, this is best served cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, and then we're gonna move on to the next dish after this, which is gonna be basically our, we're gonna be doing our shrimp scampi as well, our baked shrimp scampi. And I'm gonna show you how to get down with that. But I just wanna get this well incorporated out. That way all these flavors marry in here. I do wanna add a little bit more Tony's in here, just to give it a little bit of seasoning in that. Like I said, if you ain't sneezing, you ain't sneezing. I mean, if you ain't seasoning, you ain't seasoning. However you want to say it. But you see me. So yeah. So we're going to come back to this. Let this refrigerate for a while. And then we good to go. We're going to move on to the next bit. Alright, cool. So next one I'm moving on to is the shrimp scampi, the baked shrimp scampi. So what I'm gonna be using first, I'm gonna be doing some shrimp. We got about 2 pounds of shrimp right here, extra large. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take the shrimp, and what I did was I went ahead and butterflied the shrimp. So you wanna butterfly them. So what you do is just cut them down the middle. That's basically just you wanna devein. You can leave the tail on. Usually I leave the tail on. This time I put the tail off. Next, what I'm gonna have is a little bit of white wine. We're gonna use a little bit of that. We're gonna use some olive oil, some red pepper flakes, 1 egg yolk. As you can see, we're gonna use 1 egg yolk, 1.5 sticks of butter. You just cut it up, get it at room temperature if you can. And then we're gonna use some black pepper, some salt, some panko, and then some parsley. We're also gonna have a little bit of rosemary and some shallots. You're gonna need a little bit of shallots in there, and then you're gonna need a lemon. So next, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get started on this too. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shrimp, the shrimp that I split down the middle, I butterfly. I'm gonna place them in a bowl. As you can see, I'm adding them in the bowl. Go ahead and get all those added in there. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some dry white wine. So if you got white wine, just add that in there. You're gonna put about 2 teaspoons in there. Just get it mixed in, about 2 teaspoons. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back with some olive oil. I'm gonna put about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in here. Get it all nice covered up. Get that mixed in there. After that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back with some pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little pepper added in there. Put some pepper in there. And next, what I'm gonna do is add a little salt. So just about 2 teaspoons of salt. Just get that added in there. And what you're gonna do is just go ahead and get in there. Go ahead and mix that up. Get that nicely coated. So you can see it's all nicely coated. And then next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it to the dish. What I have is just a Pyrex dish. You can use an oval dish. You can use whatever you want. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the shrimp all around the dish with the tails sitting up. So I'm gonna get those all added in. And then you just wanna keep adding them around. Okay, so what I did is I added all the shrimp to the pan. As you can see, they're all laid out. You wanna try to have the tail stick up as much as possible. It takes a little time. I mean, it's very hard sometimes because they don't want to stick up. But once you get all those added on, then we'll move on to the next step of the process. All right, and also with the recipe, you can't forget your garlic. So make sure you got your garlic as well, because that's going to be a big component as well. Okay, so now moving on to the toppings. So next, what I'm going to be adding in, I'm going to take my mixing bowl. And what I'm going to add in is I'm going to add it. What I did was chopped up the parsley. So I took about a good handful of parsley. I chopped it up. Next, what I took was the shallots. I chopped up a good 1/4 cup of shallots. I'm adding them to the mixing bowl. Next, what I did is chopped up a little bit of fresh thyme. Put that in there. So next, what I'm gonna come back with is that egg yolk. I'm gonna get that all put in there, incorporated. So let me get that mixed up in there. Remember, it's just egg yolks. We don't want everything. We just want the egg yolk. So we get that put up in there. Next, what I'm gonna come back was that, that butter. Get that put it back in there as well. So we're gonna get that softened butter up in there. Next, what I'm gonna come back with is that red pepper flake. So you take the red pepper flake, go ahead and add that to the mixture. Just do a couple dashes in there. You don't need a whole lot. So next, what I'm gonna take is your garlic. You want some granulated garlic, you wanna go ahead and get mixed up in that. So we're gonna do about 3 good helping tablespoons of that. So get that mixed in there. Next, what we're gonna do is come with our panko. So you want about 2/3 a cup of panko. Get that measured out. I'm go ahead and measure it out for you guys. I'm pretty good with eyeballing, but I'm gonna do a measurement on it. So once that's added in, we're gonna go ahead and mix that together. Get that well incorporated. What you'll see is it start to thicken up, everything is kind of marry together again. So you'll see how it looks. Next, after that, once I got that all mixed up in the bowl, we're gonna come back, that lemon that we put to the side, we're gonna go ahead and cut that in half. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze that lemon in there as well. Get that juice all up in there. Ain't nothing better with shrimp scampi than having that lemon up on that. So we're gonna go ahead and get that whole lemon juiced up in there. Then next, what I'm gonna come back with is a little lemon zest off of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that grated off in there. Just a little bit, probably about a teaspoon of lemon zest. Cool. So now once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and finish mixing up. Get that nice, well incorporated, get that lemon juice all up in there. And now what you're left with is kind of like a pasty kind of look. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our shrimp that we put to the side. So now we got that sitting here. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking the mixture, just start putting it all over the top. Just go ahead and get that going. What happens is once the butter and everything melts, it's gonna go ahead and start mixing in anyway. So you don't have to worry about it being too even anyway. So I'm just going ahead and spread this all over. Like I said, sometimes you want the tails to stick up as best you can. I know shrimp, when they're thawed out, you don't get them thawed, they don't sit up as much. Forgot to mention, you do want to have your oven preheated to 425 degrees. These are gonna cook for probably about 15 minutes in the oven. What you want to do is probably after about 15 minutes, put them on a little broil just to get that nice and, get a little char at the top just because of the panko breadcrumbs that you got on top. So you want to just get it nice, kind of evenly spread out, but you don't have to be, like I said, what happens is once it starts melting with the butter and everything, it'll start spreading out over everything. So we'll come back to this and I'll show you the finishing results as well. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get started on that seared Ahi tuna. All right, cool. So next, what I'm gonna make is that Ahi tuna. What I have is 3 pieces of Ahi tuna right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these up a little bit. Get a little olive oil for now. I'm also gonna be using black pepper, smoked paprika, and a little bit of salt. For the sauce, I'm gonna have some wasabi. I'm gonna have some sesame seed oil. I'm gonna use some soy sauce and a little bit of vinegar, some apple cider vinegar. That's for the sauce to dip that in. But I'm gonna get to that, and I'm gonna show you how to do this real quick. It's a real quick meal, so it's not that hard at all. Now what I did is I took the black pepper and I took the salt and I just mixed it up in a plate real quick. Got that all mixed in, the paprika, everything mixed. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna go ahead and take the Ahi tuna and we're gonna roll it around there. We're gonna get this nice and well coated. While I have that going, what I have is my pot, I have it nice and hot. Because you wanna get a nice, you wanna get it nice and hot when you get when you're doing Ahi tuna. Because it doesn't take that long to cook. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll these around. in here. First, I'm gonna get this olive oil just nice and spread. We want that salt and pepper and that paprika to stick to it. I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice little coating on each side. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll this around in this little mixture. You wanna get all sides coated. Get it nice and well coated. Go ahead and place that back over there. Then we're gonna do the next one. And once I add these to the pot, we want to cook them on every side. You know, sides, everything. So we'll go ahead and roll these around in here. Like I said, we want to get it nice and coated. If you don't have enough, you can go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm gonna just try to go ahead and suck up everything on this plate, just so I don't overuse. So I got this nice and coated on every side. If you see any sides missing, you can come back and get them. But that's how you kind of typically want it to be. You want it to get a nice little, you know, nice little crust on everything. Like I said, if you want to, just make sure you get everything. You don't want to have no dry spots left behind. Then what we're going to do is going to be adding this to the pot. We're going to get a nice little sear on everything. Alright, so for the ahi tuna, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little sauce to go on the side with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little olive oil to a bowl. Put a little olive oil in there. Next I'm going to come back with some soy sauce. Put a little bit in there, probably about 3 tablespoons. Just mix that in there with the olive oil. Next I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna hit it back with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Just a splash. We just wanted to kind of cut that up a little bit. Next I'm gonna come with some sesame seed oil. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there. Probably about 2.5 teaspoons. And then I'm gonna come with some wasabi. So you can get some wasabi paste, whatever the case may be. Go ahead and add a little bit in there. Now wasabi is very overpowering, but this is ahi tuna, so you know. Let's see if I can get this off. This is a pretty problem here. Gonna put a little bit of squirts in here. Get this nice and dabbed up in there. Yeah, wasabi is really overpowering, so don't want too much to go in there. Probably why they put the lid on so tough. But get that wasabi added in there. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back and hit it with a little bit of honey. That's just to kind of cut all that acidy taste. I'm gonna mix that up together. Then we'll get that next mixture. Then what you're gonna do is you wanna go ahead and give it a little taste afterwards, just to see if it's to your liking. You're gonna be dipping this off in your ahi tuna off in this. So we wanna see what it tastes. Give it a little taste. You can add one or the other. But you know, it's all up to your preference. Me, I like that. That's perfect. So, we're gonna go ahead and get everything plated up. I'll see you here in a minute. Going in with that money shot. That's your finished product. Enjoy.